E é com muito prazer que convidamos o vice-presidente sênior de produto da Oracle Corporation, Reggie Bradford, para a próxima apresentação do Oracle OpenWorld.
Well, good morning, bom dia. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Reggie Bradford, and this is my actually third trip to this wonderful place and country. And as Mark did a great job outlining the opportunities and challenges our industry faces, I'm going to take the next maybe half an hour and talk about a little bit of the trends that are going on, drilling a little bit deeper into the industry, and then specifically around Oracle's cloud portfolio and our focus, and really talk about the shift that's happening, this pivot to the cloud that Mark referred to. Of course, I must start with a disclaimer. As a public company, nothing that I say here can be used, and don't assume that this is in our roadmap. Okay, enough for the legal terms. So let's take a trip back in time. I don't know if you guys know, there's a fairly famous venture capitalist in Silicon Valley named Mark Andreessen. He was the founder of Netscape, and you might have seen this. In 2011, he said that software is eating the world. And that certainly has proven true, and we've seen this in our own lives, our personal lives, and the consumer is empowered, and we are using more and more software to drive our lives, our daily activities, especially on mobile devices, and it's impacting every facet of industry. Then more recently, now that software is eating the world, it's eating the company. It's really grown to the point where software has become indispensable. Every single company in the world needs software to run their business. We know this well. As Mark mentioned, Oracle, Larry Ellison had the vision over 10 years ago to start rewriting our applications from the ground up for the cloud, recognizing that change was coming, and these paradigm shifts were going to lead to tremendous opportunities in the marketplace for those companies that were able to scale and build this out on a global basis. And these technology advancements have completely altered how business and consumers interact, and really the consumer's never been more in control than they are today. And this shift is driving the digital economy, increasing the speed at which companies develop and flourish or die, and we're just getting the beginning of that. And today's landscape is increasingly defined not by your competitors, but by the success of these digital startups or these technologies that we use in our everyday lives. You know, one example that I have coming in here yesterday, how many of you use Waze, the traffic app? Yeah, a lot of hands. You know, I personally, I'm in London, and that's where I live, and the traffic might be close to as bad as Sao Paulo. And it saves me 15 minutes a day, and so I use that Waze app, and now if I'm in a black cab and they're trying to remember the best traffic patterns based upon memory, I'm focused on that Waze experience. So that experience is defining the entire transportation industry, for example. A lot of you guys have maybe seen this slide before or this quote, but I think it bears mentioning again, the transformational shifts that are happening where these companies are built and globally creating marketplaces. Uber, the world's largest taxi cab company, owns no vehicles, and Facebook, the most popular media owner, creates no content, and the list goes on, just talking about the shift to digital, mobile, social consumer and how that's driving businesses today. So creative destruction is an economic term that's been around since 1943, and it talks about the process of industrialized mutation that incessantly revolutionizes the economic structure from within, basically destroying the old one with a new one being built. We've seen this in technology. If the late 90s, we had the web and the shift, and then applications in 2000 in that era, and now the shift to cloud, AI, technology continues to march forward and enhances the experience and continues, also aspects like Moore's Law. We continue to see this evolution and pace accelerate. So with that technology marching forward, I want to just quickly highlight 5 megatrends that are impacting business today. The first is globalization, and the world truly is flat. And if you just think about all of us today, I think there's 4 billion mobile devices. Basically, everybody in the world has a computer in their pocket virtually. And there's 1.5 billion people on Facebook. There's 4 billion people now that are using messaging applications such as WhatsApp and WeChat. And this is really broken down geographic and cultural barriers, whether it's for political or startups or large companies that want to access a market in Nepal. The opportunity's never been clearer for companies to be able to build their business and connect with consumers and constituents on a global basis. The next trend is data visualization and liquidity. What I mean here is the explosion of data, data sources, and the aggregation and orchestration of that data. That makes visualization, or the UI and experience, and the liquidity, being able to integrate and tap into data sources that you have internally, third-party and external, never been more challenging with the growth and the amount of data, but also in the need as a competitive advantage to have that data at your fingertips to be able to make actionable decisions on a real-time basis. Crucial for business survival. Number 3, Mark mentioned, just quickly, the IoT. A recent IDC report indicated that IoT marketplace would be $2.2 trillion by 2020. In addition to that, I've seen anywhere from 34 billion to 40 billion IoT devices that'll be in the market, or 1 for every 4 humans in the world by 2020. This is going to create tremendous implications and impact on customer experiences, whether you're inside the home, in store, or online, or on a mobile. From automotive to political, smart metering to agriculture. The next trend is AI and machine learning, which has become an increasingly fascinating and high growth area. In fact, just in the last couple of years, more than 20 private companies in the AI machine learning space have been acquired in the last couple of years by corporate giants competing in this space. It's very early days, but innovation is going to move at a lightning pace. And what I'm talking about here is intelligent automation, smart machines like robots, speech, visual recognition, and I mentioned even messaging apps to be able to connect with consumers through, for example, customer care globally on a one-to-one basis. A chatbot or a robot is increasingly going to be the technology, I think, that's going to be the way forward. So last and certainly not least is the pivot to cloud. And I think that, what we believe strongly at Oracle is the cloud underpinnings are what's necessary as the baseline to be able to take advantage of all these disruptive trends that I talked about in the first 4. So the pivot to cloud, speed, innovation, and agility around the pivot to cloud is providing tremendous new opportunities for consumers and business. We're really at the beginning, we believe. The potential for business innovation for companies to be able to pivot to SaaS-based applications will provide unparalleled technology advantages in the market for businesses to not only gain but retain their existing customers. I came to Oracle in 2012. I was the founder of a leading social media management company called Vitru. And when I was a founder back in 2011, prior to we acquired, this is a chart just in the marketing cloud alone that you might have seen before. There's a guy named Scott Brinker that created this chart. And back in 2011, and you can see my company, Vitru's in there, there were about 150 companies in the marketing technology cloud landscape, startups to big companies that were competing back in 2011, where CMOs were driving aggressively this push to cloud, aggressive innovation, need to integrate data, need to connect with consumers on social platforms, mobile, whatever the case might be, new advertising capabilities. Fast forward to 2016, there's now 3,800 companies just in the marketing cloud ecosystem alone. And so you're seeing this explosion in diversity in companies, and again, the need for data to be liquid, to be integrated, and for platforms that can be global, like Oracle, to drive this innovation in the marketplace and integrate with these companies. So in terms of the growing ecosystem, the power of the cloud, there's a few key components I just want to mention. The flexibility, the reliability, being agile and moving quick in a real-time marketplace where world is moving faster and faster and conversations happen and are perishable and very quickly. The mobility, being innovative, the security Mark talked about, I'll talk about in a second, the configuration and ease of use, being able to be cost-effective, to be able to launch with startups to the largest companies in the world, and then to be efficient. And this is really driving business today. And Mark mentioned this before, but just to reinforce a few stats, again, early days, but it's a $200 billion business globally. And again, PaaS, SaaS, and then here you can see infrastructure as a service growing by 38%. So big growth here in these categories. And I think the bottom line is it's not a fad. We all know this. We're business people. This is a fundamental shift in how we communicate and how we do business, and it's forever, and we're only just getting started. So now I want to shift and talk about specifically around Oracle, modern cloud, our applications, and our path forward, and then some of the conclusions on where we're going. Let's start with modern cloud. 100% of our applications will be run in a SaaS cloud offering. 100% of our customers will be deployed in the cloud. There's no question about that. This changes nothing, as Mark mentioned, to our commitment to leading on-premise capabilities that we have, such as eBusiness Suite, JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, and we're committed to partner with you to enable the pivot to cloud in phases to meet your needs and your specific customer needs in the marketplace. As you'll see from this short video, customers around the globe are seeing our cloud results. So I can't read that, but I think it says we have a lot of momentum in this business. What do you think? Yeah? All right. So we're the only company to have a top-to-bottom solution from PaaS to infrastructure as a service to SaaS applications, which I'll be addressing in a few minutes, and a uniquely differentiating component that Mark mentioned, which is DaaS, or data as a service, which no one else has in the marketplace, and I believe is a huge competitive differentiator going forward and currently today. The key driver for our customers moving to the cloud in this pivot and our SaaS applications in the public cloud, and it's why we rewrote our applications from the ground up for SaaS. And the key driver to make our applications better and faster than we ever could before, it's about customer-driven, high-frequency development cycle. We're more agile, we're innovative, we're insightful and comprehensive, and moving at the speed of digital. We couldn't do this with our applications, release cycles at the rapid pace that we can with the cloud. And the great thing is we get your feedback. We can see, specifically put our money where our mouth is, where the applications are used, where they're not, so that we can quickly iterate and get new features, new capabilities built into the cloud platform. So next, let me specifically drill into the modern application suite. I mentioned again, and Mark did, we're a complete cloud-based application, data-driven. We have personalized capabilities in a non-customized way, and we're connected for integration and secure. I'm going to run through each of these. First, complete. We have complete financials, HCM, CX, manufacturing, and supply chain applications. Our complete solution allows customers to move their business functions to the cloud to power modern business for their entire business. Nobody has the depth and breadth of this, including the social, UX, and mobile, and content and collaboration capabilities built from within across these capabilities. Next is data-driven. We all know how important this is and how quickly data is being developed and advanced across social and your existing business third-party sources, and how valuable and important this is. When we rewrote our applications for the cloud, not only do we modernize technology-wise, but we made them more data-driven, both internal data and third-party external data. So not only are our applications feature-rich, but we provide much more embedded BI integration with external and third-party data, such as social, which is where I came from, Blue Kai and Datalogix, which are companies we've acquired in the last couple of years, and we continue to fuel additional data sources to drive intelligence. It's crucial functionality because data is the lifeblood of any organization, and having data that's accessible, easy and simple to use, and drives keen insights for business leaders, we believe is extremely important in the development and how we roll out our products. Next is personalize. We allow for personalization without customization. We give you extensive personalization capabilities from configure to drag and drop, define custom attributes, and more. Additionally, if you need more, we can provide our platform as a service, or PaaS, to allow customers to further extend applications. Customers can leverage the tools we use to build applications. You could build a custom application through PaaS, upgrading it in a safe way in PaaS as well. So you've got a couple different options to be able to take here, you can see through the capabilities. Next is connecting your business and the importance of not only having all these capabilities across the lines of business, but having those be able to work together. And we believe absolutely we're the most connected platform in the industry, bar none. We have connections at several different layers. All of the cloud-based applications work together. Complete and connected. We're the only provider to offer this level of connectedness. This means that our customers have a path to the cloud. You don't have to move everything at once. We give you a path to move based upon your business needs, regardless of the situation, through our integrations with our products as well as outside third-party applications that we work with. This is a new paradigm, and this has continued to be the way forward, we believe, to be flexible, agile, and help companies move quickly at their own pace to the cloud. And we believe this is a substantial competitive differentiator for Oracle. Next is secure. Mark mentioned this, our ability to invest and stay current on modern security, which is one of the biggest issues in business today, is far greater than our competitors. And our customers' data will be much more secure in the cloud than it could be on-premise. Your own database, more security, less risk, reliable performance without limits, flexible upgrade windows, and unified access controls. So again, just to summarize, modern cloud applications are complete, data-driven, personalized, connected, and secure. So let's drill down and look at the individual cloud SaaS applications, and more important, to remember the breadth of the offerings. We're the only provider to offer a complete solution across ERP, CX, HCM, and SCM. So let's get started. You're going to be hearing a lot more about this over the next couple of days. So first, modern ERP cloud. Let's talk financials. We're going to start here, which I think seems fitting since we made the announcement today with the availability of Brazilian Portuguese, and Mark mentioned that. We're extremely excited about the development and progress in this marketplace across the world as well, and the acceleration and the momentum that we have in being available in Portuguese. You can see the breadth and completeness of the suite with financials, governance, risk compliance, project portfolio management and procurement, and with all of our SaaS applications, our modern ERP cloud benefits from rapid innovation cycles, as I mentioned before, and upgrades the unified solution, single sign-on, and exceptional security. Why the move to ERP Cloud? To highlight briefly our top 4 business drivers, efficiency. So Mark mentioned a few of these, but rationalizing multiple ERPs, shared service centers, avoiding costly on-premise upgrades. We're dealing with that with lots of customers. The growth. Mark had mentioned pre-IPO companies that need quickly to be able to roll out countries or have at their fingertips real-time financials, such as Lyft and several others that we're going to highlight in just a second, companies that are growing very rapidly. Innovation, market disruption. We are very focused on UI and experience, and I mentioned this consumer disruption, but in a similar fashion. And then finally, risk mitigation, reducing the legacy dependencies and minimize skill gaps that exist there from that. So the modern ERP cloud is complete, robust, and deep with a consumer-grade user experience. I mentioned that, capitalizing on current trends in the marketplace. Device optimized, embedded collaboration inside the application, actionable insights, and then analytics that work across that. We're really, really, really excited about this development. With our ERP cloud, customers can move wholesale or in pieces, just like the rest of the capabilities, whatever best fits your business needs. We're seeing many, many customers move to the ERP cloud, and they're experiencing tremendous growth. So ERP cloud customers can get ready for growth, for innovation, and transform their core ERP with a move to our cloud. One example that I want to talk about, rather than me, is Pandora, which is one of the leading, music services.
Pandora is the leader in internet radio in the United States, providing an effortless and personalized experience for each of our listeners.
There's a lot going on in our space and in our company. Finance has to be there front and center, providing information to management, helping them make the right decisions so we can chart the right path for the company going forward.
The primary driver in our selection process was to ensure that the business goals of the finance team were being addressed. And essentially, the finance team was looking at simplified business process, rapid decision making, access to real-time information to support their decision making.
Before Oracle ERP Cloud, a lot of our data was trapped in many different systems. It was very difficult to pull it all together and provide management with complete analyses on the various accounts that we use.
Now that we are live, we are beginning to see the value and the benefits of having a robust reporting engine.
Our information is all in one place now. That means faster, more robust reporting that we can get out quickly to management.
Pandora has aspirations to expand globally, and it is essential that we choose a financial platform that is able to scale from a global perspective.
I've already reached out actually to Oracle as Pandora thinks about international expansion to help share best practices on, hey, what have other companies encountered in this? And what are some things that we should learn, we should know as we also go down that path?
From the beginning of the engagement with Oracle, we had pretty significant executive commitment and engagement, and we were pretty impressed with the fact that it continued over the life cycle of the project. There was a lot of engagement, a lot of commitment and support to help us be successful.
So just to reinforce, again, some of the examples, Mark talked about this. We added 800 new ERP customers in Q4 alone last quarter, and over 2,600, as Mark mentioned, from pre-IPO companies to companies like GE, the largest companies in the world. We want to work with you and show you this capability. Please work. We're going to have all kinds of folks from corporate out here, not only the ERP, but the other components of our cloud strategy in the next couple days. Next is CX Cloud. The modern CX provides all the CRM-type applications, including marketing, sales, CPQ, commerce, and service, all of which are underlined with social, as well as our growing and comprehensive applications marketplace for third parties. We believe we have the best-in-class solution today, and really the only choice customers can take in moving in a digital economy where customer experience is absolutely seen as a differentiator in the market. We have tight integrations across every one of these components and these assets, and again, also with third-party applications through the application marketplace. All the applications benefit from the ongoing enhancements, updates, and cycles of innovation. Mark mentioned the number of developers that are working on these platforms, and we want to help you deliver the most exceptional customer experience in your category. With our marketing cloud, you can build the ideal customer. Again, we have the most robust assets, period, in this space. Our sales cloud equips and powers your sales teams. The CPQ cloud configure, price, and quote increases your sales efficiency. You can delight and engage your customers with Service Cloud, and again, take smarter actions everywhere with the Data Cloud that continues to get more and more robust as we add more data sources and more capabilities, and I think you'll find that that's unmatched in the market. We have a very mature CX Cloud capability with some of the biggest brands in the world using our applications, and we're seeing customers in one application expand to others. For example, starting with service and adding social, starting with marketing and adding CX, whatever the case might be, and those are completely integrated out of the box. Next is HCM Cloud. Once again, the breadth of offering here with global HR, talent management in the cloud, workforce management, and workforce rewards. Let me emphasize the unified benefit of these applications, the depth, rapid upgrades and innovation, again, and security in the HCM Cloud, which importantly, maybe most importantly in the HR Cloud, is so mission critical. We're thought leaders in many ways here in this space, like our modern learning management tool and how we leverage social to enhance the power from everything from recruiting to employee engagement and retention. The bottom line is our HCM Cloud is the broadest and deepest in the SaaS space, period. We grew our fastest growth rate in Q4 in the last 3 years, and all these applications are enhanced and powered by social, as well as our third-party ecosystem. With the most robust features and agility and flexibility in our HCM Cloud, customers can start seizing on that now today. And like all our applications, our customers can chart their path to their own cloud, to our cloud, moving in parts for change management, risk control, rather than taking the full cloud capability on. Adopt a modern platform for global HR, enhance your talent strategy with talent management, and transform HR with modern technology with the complete HCM suite ultimately. And as you can see here, again, breadth of global brands that have moved to the HCM Cloud. We're now well over 1,000 companies leveraging our SaaS HCM applications in the public cloud. Next is SCM, or Supply Chain Management Cloud, which gives us by far the deepest and richest core manufacturing, logistics, PLM and order management, procurement, planning, collaboration capabilities with, again, all the underlying benefits of extensibility, modern upgrades, integration, and security. Similar to the other applications, with the advice and opportunity for SCM Cloud, just start your journey. Like all our cloud applications, you can move to the cloud wholesale or in pieces. It's no different than our SCM Cloud. You can expand your cloud footprint with SCM Cloud and transform your supply chain with a fully integrated suite. Again, you'll see the volume of customers using SCM Cloud, including some of the biggest transportation and logistics companies in the world for transportation management. So when you put it all together, you see CX complete, HCM complete, ERM complete, supply chain complete, and EPM, all with social, all with Data Cloud, delivering a robust, modern suite of cloud applications. So in conclusion, the time is now. As you can see, Oracle Cloud applications are proven and only getting stronger, and we will continue to invest, innovate, and expand, as you've seen today with the morning's announcements. Our applications are having success in almost every industry, functional domain, and geography around the globe. And our recommendation for you this morning is to go now. We have prepared a proven path that provides immediate as well as long-term value for you. Technology is moving at a lightning pace. We all know that. And consumers are riding along with us. Your business can't afford to wait. So just to wrap up, a great quote that I wanted to grab from the late, great Steve Jobs: innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. So we're all about bold innovation and being bold. Thank you so much for your time. Obrigado, and I hope you have a wonderful next couple days.
Obrigada, Reggie.